very important point is the question of corruption. If we don't kill corruption in this country, corruption will kill Nigeria.
A report by UK-based Independent Policy Institute, Chatham House, states that between 1960 and 2004, at least $480 billion of public funds have been stolen. To put this in perspective, the looted funds could have built at least 1,000 well-equipped hospitals across Nigeria. To stem this tide, institutions like the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has recorded significant success.
We have been able to bring in some fear, not like before. Certainly, you may have a lot of money to steal, but you don't have a place to keep. And it is very clear that it is no longer business as usual.
So far, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) under the Buhari administration has secured over 300 convictions and recovered hundreds of millions of stolen funds.
We've been able to take about 7,000 cases to court. This year alone, from January 2018 to date, we've got about 92 convictions. Some cases like you've seen what happened to Andrew Yakub.
After physical and pieces counting, the sum of $9,772,800 was recovered.
In 2017, the Commission recovered over 473 billion naira. Some of these include the recovery and final forfeiture of 449 million naira discovered at Lejiko Plaza in Victoria Island, Lagos. Final forfeiture of $43 million discovered in the Osborne Towers, Ikoyi, Lagos. Recovery of over 329 billion naira from petroleum marketers by the Commission's Kano office. Recoveries of about 1.1 billion on behalf of AMCOM, and recovery of subsidy fraud of over 4 billion naira, like the misappropriated arm procurement funds. Officials of government in connivance with businessmen pilfered public funds without fear of prosecution or punishment because of these loopholes.
On the question of convictions or trials or prosecutions, we have done a lot of training. Administration of Criminal Justice Act has eliminated a lot of loopholes which the senior advocates of Nigeria used in delaying and frustrating cases.
In preventing corruption, the federal government boldly implemented the TSA, Treasury Single Account, BVN, Bank Verification Number, to rid the country of endemic corruption by preventing the looting of public funds.
Let's take the Abacha money, for example. Abacha money was about $322 million, and the condition was that this money should be used for the poor. So it's actually been kept in a special account for our conditional cash transfer social investment program directly for the poor.
These policies have not only plugged loopholes in the stealing of public funds, they have also eliminated about 54,000 ghost workers in the federal civil service, which has saved the country about 200 billion naira annually.
Corruption is an existential problem for Nigeria. Let me pause here to reiterate that from all I have seen in government in the past 3 years, the corruption of the previous 5 years is what destroyed the Nigerian economy.
What we're focusing on the Ministry of Finance is prevention, because prevention is better than cure. So what we're doing is working very, very hard to make it much more difficult for people to steal.
The whistleblower policy is a major success. As of this month, April of this month, we were doing a review of that policy in collaboration with the Federal Minister of Finance. And over 8,000 whistles have been blown. Over 8,000. And quite a number of them have yielded some returns and results.
These are some of the proofs that this administration's anti-corruption policies are working, as leakages have been plugged. President Buhari has been acknowledged both locally and internationally for fighting corruption for the good of our nation.
I'm so pleased that the government of President Buhari has chosen the path of the people, to stand with the people, to be with the people.
President Buhari has also taken several steps to fight corruption and improve the Nigerian business climate.
It is important that every Nigerian support his administration in this laudable journey and ensure we never go back to the days when looting was the order of the day.